Hi, my dear friends. How are you doing? So, first of all my students and everyone who has cleared the CA inter examinations, heartiest congratulations. I had posted on LinkedIn about how to choose a good firm for articleship, what are the considerations, etc. It has got good impressions, and also people have messaged me saying that if you could please make a video. So, guys, here goes. These are the next important step, whatever I'm going to talk to you about, are all the steps required for you to think on which articleship firm to choose. So some consideration, so please make an informed choice. Many of you would say that, okay, I would want to join Big Four, that is the EY, Deloitte, KPMG or PwC, and also if you add two more very good firms, GT and BDO, that would be the big six, so to speak. So would you join the big six or would you like to join a mid-sized firm? This is the question that everyone will ask generally. So let's go one by one, the pros and cons of joining big fours and the pros and cons of joining, mid-sized firm. So as far as the pros, let's talk about big four. What are the pros? Point number one, exposure to corporate culture. So guys, at an early age itself, you'll get to know how a corporate works because big four, there's a lot of professionalism involved there. So there's good exposure to corporate culture. Second point, handling large clients, including listed entities. So at this age itself, you will be given exposure to handling very big clients and very large listed entities. So the exposure will be very good. Third one, guys, we need to survive, and for survival, and we need to be slightly financially independent as well. So big fours offer a very good stipend, like 20,000, 25,000. It's around that range, 15,000 to 25,000. So good stipend, which you will definitely not get in the mid-sized firms. Fourth one, there will be a lot of your technology used. Tech tools will be available at your disposal, which may not be there in the other firms. Then, of course, fifth point is the specialization, assurance, that is your audit, that is taxation, that is international tax and direct tax, and also your GST, and that is IDT, indirect taxes, and also risk advisory. These are some of the things that you can work on. In case you want to specialize in tax, for example, then it will definitely help you. So while choosing, you need to choose what you want. If you already have it in your mind that your future will be, let's say, taxation, or your future will be assurance, then you can go in for the big four. Then, of course, reputation and goodwill. A resume having big names like the big four, any of the big four, will add a lot of value once you clear. So also many people, many big fours absorb their own candidates, their own articles after they clear CA. So that's again a good thing that you have because you already know the culture there. Now, what are the cons? The cons are, my dear friends, if you are such a person that you don't know what interests you, you would first rather like to see what is there in the market and then decide, then big four is not for you, because what is pro can be a con too, because if you specialize only in one area, you will have no clue about how the other areas look. That is one con which I can say from the big four. And of course, work pressure. Many of my students have told me, and even when I did not do from the big four, but I've seen my friends do it from the big four, and there's a lot of work pressure. So if you can handle it, there's nothing like it. Coming to mid-sized firms, my dear friends, what are the pros? Pros are exposure to multiple areas, because you'll be working, you'll be probably like a jack of all, right? You may not be a master of none. You may be a master of none, that's okay, but you'll be a jack of all for sure. And handling smaller to larger projects depends upon which firm you join. It's a good mid-sized firm, you'll be handling quite, a few number of projects which are good. Decent corporate culture depends again on where you're working. You need to choose, you need to ask people, do a lot of research as to where the culture is good. Work culture, very important to have a good boss, and better leave system, definitely, and lesser pressure compared to the big four. And what are the cons? Definitely stipend, guys. Stipend may not be as you know good as what the big fours would pay. Fear of missing out, generally you will always have the fear of, okay, maybe I should have joined the big four, maybe my exposure is not that great. Always that constant thing will be there. Suppose you work in a not so good mid-sized firm, then again sometimes the cons may be, if it's a very good mid-sized firm, it will be, pressure will be more or less same as the big four itself, and the stipend also will be less. So that is one more con, but that's what it is. This is with respect to the mid-sized firm. What about the small firms, or just sole proprietorship firms, or just very small firms? Pros, this will probably suit the ones who would want to start their practice, because you will get to know how a small business works, small proprietorship works. And basically, guys, everything you only have to do, end-to-end exposure. So right from opening the door to being the watchman, to being the person who brings tea. I'm just saying, so you'll get to know everything. And of course, all the businesses, going and talking to clients, and getting the business working, maintaining a relationship, everything you'll learn there. And definitely less work pressure, but a lot of accountability will be there for sure. Cons, I can say, lack of exposure, because even your boss is just starting out and it's a small firm, so the clients will be less again. And of course there will be fear of missing out on something. That feeling will definitely be there. And practical knowledge may be restricted to only like individual files, or smaller companies it will not be that great. So take an informed decision before selecting. I would prefer any day, for those of you who are exploring like what options are there, always prefer good medium sized firms than big four. But if you have your set in thing in mind that yes, I want to go with taxation, I want to go with audit, then it is the big four. So articleship is one of the most important defining moments of your life, of your CA career. Kindly do not take it easy, and all the very best, my dear friends. Hope you like this video. Share it with all your friends. All this I have figured out from talking to people and talking to my students and all those things, and of course from my own experience of the past few years. So take an informed choice. Do not take the wrong choice. Coolly think and then apply. All the very best, my dear friends. Take care. Love you all. Please write in some more comments if you know anything. If you have any other points, if you have any other questions, I'll be addressing there. Take care.